Jordan Anthony, the kid who wiped an Olympic champion's fingerprints off his own belt. The belt was still warm when he cleaned it. Not metaphorically, literally. Jordan Anthony stood on that track in Staten Island, New York, championship belt in hand. And while Noah Lyles, the reigning Olympic 100-meter champion, the most decorated American sprinter alive, was still talking to the crowd, still soaking in the moment like it was his, Anthony pulled out a cloth and wiped Lyles' fingerprints off the gold. Right there, on camera, in front of everyone. That clip broke the internet within hours. But what most people missed was what it actually meant. Because this was not just a young kid disrespecting a legend. This was a statement, a declaration, a 6.45-second eviction notice delivered to the face of an entire generation. And the story of how we got there, the football fields, the transfer portals, the morning sessions in Florida where a rookie lined up daily against the greatest sprinter on the planet. That story is the one nobody is telling properly. So let us fix that right now. Subscribe if you have never heard the name Jordan Anthony before. By the end of this video, you will never forget it. Tylertown, Mississippi. Population under 2,000. No track program worth talking about. No sprint legacy. No pipeline to professional athletics. Just a kid who could move faster than anyone around him and had absolutely no idea what to do with that yet. Jordan Anthony grew up with one dream, and it had nothing to do with sprinting. He wanted to play in the NFL. Wide receiver. The kind of player who makes defenders look foolish in open space, who turns a 5-yard catch into a 40-yard problem. Speed was always part of that plan, but it was a tool, not the destination. Nobody in Tylertown was looking at this kid and seeing a future world champion in the 60 meters. They were seeing a football player, and for a long time, that is exactly what he was. He came out of high school as a 4-star recruit, ranked one of the top 12 athletes in the entire state of Mississippi. Kentucky signed him as a wide receiver. He played. He transferred to Texas A&M. He transferred again to Arkansas. All of this is normal in modern college football. The portal moves, the search for the right fit, the grind of trying to make it at the next level. Track was maintenance, off-season conditioning, a way to stay sharp when the pads came off. Nobody treated it seriously, least of all Anthony himself. But the stopwatch does not care about your original plan. By 2025, something had shifted. Anthony was not just fast for a football player anymore. He was fast for anyone. He stepped into the 60-meter field at the SEC Indoor Championships and won it outright. Then he went to the NCAA Indoor Championships and won that too. He took those legs outside and swept the 100-meter title at the NCAA Outdoor Championships, becoming the first sprinter since 2017 to own both the indoor and outdoor national titles in the same season. At the end of that year, the Bowerman Award Committee made their decision. The Bowerman is track and field's version of the Heisman, the most outstanding collegiate athlete in the country. And they gave it to a wide receiver from Tylertown who had treated their sport like a side hustle. Anthony said it himself at the ceremony. He looked at the trophy and said a football player winning the Bowerman was simply crazy. He was not wrong. But what came next was even crazier. He turned professional, signed with Adidas, and moved to Clermont, Florida, to join one of the most elite sprint training groups in the world, the same group that trains Noah Lyles. Let that settle for a moment. A rookie who had just won college track's highest honor walked into a facility in Florida and started lining up every single morning against the man who stood on top of an Olympic podium in Paris with a gold medal around his neck. Every session, every rep, the best sprinter on the planet, right there in the next lane. Most young athletes in that situation keep their head down. Learn the craft. Stay quiet. Earn it slowly. Anthony is not most athletes. His 2026 indoor season opened on February 1st at the Milrose Games. He finished third. The internet was brutal. People wrote him off before his career even had a full chapter written. He had ridden the college wave, they said. The pros were different. Lyles was different. 13 days later, Anthony drove to Fayetteville, Arkansas, for the Tyson Invitational and answered every single one of them. 6.43 seconds. The fastest 60-meter time in the entire world for 2026. Not fastest among Americans. Not fastest among rookies. Fastest on the planet. He went from being dismissed to owning the world lead in less than 2 weeks. Now everyone was paying attention. March 1st, Staten Island. The USATF Indoor Championships, broadcast live on national television. The kind of meet that sends athletes to the World Indoor Championships in Poland and separates the people who can run fast in January from the ones who can handle pressure when it actually matters. The field was loaded. Trayvon Bromell was in it, a former world indoor champion, a man who has been one of the most dangerous sprinters on Earth for nearly a decade. And Noah Lyles was in it, entering this meet for the first time in over 9 years, coming off an Olympic gold medal, bringing his championship belt and his entire brand of unapologetic confidence to Staten Island. Before the race, Lyles made sure everyone knew exactly where he stood. Nobody was taking that belt. Not today. Not from him. The gun fired. By the 30-meter mark, Jordan Anthony was already ahead. Not by much. Not in a way that made it obvious. But he was ahead, and he was controlled, and he was not fading. By 50 meters, the race had a winner, and everyone in the building could see it. Anthony crossed the line at 6.45 seconds. Bromell came in second at 6.47. And Noah Lyles, the reigning Olympic champion, the face of American sprinting, the man who had promised nobody was taking anything, crossed third at 6.51. The margin between first and third was 0.06 of a second. In sprinting, that is an eternity. Lyles walked over to Anthony and handed him the belt personally. The same belt he had won at his last USATF indoor appearance back in 2018. The cameras caught everything. The handoff, the crowd noise, Lyles talking to the fans. And they caught Anthony quietly reaching for that cloth and removing every fingerprint Lyles had left on the gold. That clip was everywhere by nightfall. Then Anthony stepped to the microphone. And this is where everything becomes unforgettable. He said he looked to his right. He looked to his left. He did not see Noah. He did not see Trayvon. The new generation, he said, is taking over. And today was the day he had to deliver their eviction notice. When reporters pressed him about training alongside Lyles every single morning, he did not soften a single word. He said the sport is soft if athletes are not talking trash. He said he was bringing a football mentality into this world. And then he said the line that stopped everyone cold, that Lyles was just bringing old age right now. A 21-year-old rookie. On national television, minutes after beating an Olympic champion by 0.06 of a second, calling him old. And the thing that made it land, the thing that separated it from ordinary trash talk, was that he had already backed every word up with a stopwatch. Anthony did not sneak past Lyles in a close race. He controlled the race from the halfway point. He ran it like someone who belongs at the front, not someone who got lucky. And he did it against a man who owns the American record in the 200 meters at 19.31 seconds. A man who has been the most dominant figure in global sprinting for years. The win sent Anthony directly to the 2026 World Athletics Indoor Championships in Toruń, Poland, his first time ever leaving the United States, where he ran 6.41 seconds and became world indoor champion in the 60 meters. His international debut, his first trip abroad, world champion. Lyles, who had skipped the meet because of his upcoming wedding, posted on social media immediately. He called Anthony a world champion and told everyone to stop playing on his training partner's name. That is the full arc Tylertown to the world stage. Football fields to a championship belt. Third place at Millrose to world indoor gold in less than 2 months. Jordan Anthony did not ease his way into this conversation. He walked in, took the belt, wiped off someone else's fingerprints, and told the most decorated sprinter in American history to check the standings. The new generation does not knock. It shows up at 6.41 seconds and hands you your notice on the way out.